Okay, so today we're going to take a look at my entire collection of omnibuses, comic books, Funko Pops, all kinds of cool collectibles. I actually wanted to get a video here, do a collection tour in this house before we move to our new house. And before we get started with that today, we're going to take a look at something that was sent to me by the people over at Gator. They have a really cool product, and I'm going to take this out and give it a try right now. So thank you to the guys over at Gator for sending this to me. This is a really cool product. I put in my first appearance of Binary, signed by Chris Claremont here. And this thing has some weight to it. The plastic feels really solid and stuff like that. It's definitely protected. It's also UV protected. So if you've ever seen comic books where like half of it is damaged because like it was getting hit by sunlight that was coming through a window or whatever and the colors, faded, this protects against that. And on top of that, like I said, the build quality is just absolutely great. So I can't wait to put this up somewhere and display it. And again, thanks for sending this over to me. Okay, first let's talk about the omnibuses. So the way I organize my shelves is a little bit chaotic, but to me it's kind of controlled chaos. So I really like it when the books fit perfectly into these cubes. And a good example would be like these books right here. They fit perfectly in this cube, and they all happen to be Teen Titans books. So that's kind of what I try to do. They're not alphabetically organized. When we move to the new place, I may consider doing alphabetical, but this is just the way I kind of grew these shelves when I was adding books, and this is the way I put them in. Another example is I have like all compendiums on this shelf right here, and then below that we have some of the binders where we keep some of our like modern books in comic book binders. Then we have some Thor books here. Another example here would be this is all X-Men. This is the beginning of X-Men going up to Uncanny, and then I have the rest of those X-Men books over here. So it's a little crazy, but I know where to find my stuff, and like I said, we may do a mass reorganization when we move to the new place, but for now, I like my shelves like this. I like how they all fit in. Oh, another thing I didn't point out, but these are all Batman books right here. So of course, Batman being my favorite character, I have almost all the omnibuses, and I absolutely love these, and I've read most of these as well. So now looking at the top of the shelves, we've got Funko Pops. One of my favorite in the collection is Kitty Pryde right here, and it's literally from this cover that we have right here. From the Marauders. Really cool, and she's got Lockheed right next to her. We've also got Kitty Pryde coming through this wall, which I love that Funko. Yeah, there you go, her foot's out the other side. First graded book I ever bought was Batman 1, the Snyder and Capullo run, and this is a variant cover. We got Loki for President, we got some Bitty Pops here. This we found at an antique place. Then we have these Funko Pops. These are so cool. It's the Justice League, and it's specifically from Grant Morrison's run. So if you look at this omnibus right here, these were literally taken straight off the page from what this is showing on the front of this omnibus, and these Pops were created. Yeah, you can have a closer look at that to see what I'm talking about. Then we've got the Fantastic Four. We've got a bunch of Adorables here, which my wife Bobby absolutely loves, and I like them too. Really cool Disney and stuff like that. Some Legos. We have some jumbo Funko Pops, more Lego figures. We found a really good deal on these one day, so we're like, hey, let's get Mjolnir and let's get the Infinity Gauntlet. A couple more graded books here. We have some Our Heroes Con lanyards, which are pretty cool. And then, of course, we have to have Throg, with a Throg comic right behind it. And then some Ninja Turtles, some more books down here. This actually doubles as my office. I work as a software engineer, so this is where I work every day. And of course I had to take the Juggernaut and get him on the desk for inspiration when I work. There you go, buddy. Then the rest of the room we have more omnibuses, and we have some really awesome signed Funko Pops over here. So I did videos about these recently on my channel, but we've got the English voice actors for My Hero Academia and for Demon Slayer. Then we had Charlie Cox and John Bernthal sign their respective Funkos, which was really amazing meeting them and getting those Funkos signed. Here is our shrine to Loki, because we love Loki in this house. And we get all the Funko Pops we can, and comics and everything else like that. And you can see we have the Loki tin up on the wall there. So continuing on this side, we have, like I said, the Loki stuff. We have more omnibuses. And then we have some cool pictures of different characters up on the wall, along with some comic cover Funko Pops, which I think are really cool. And we actually have some more of these we wanted to display that we're probably gonna show at the new place. And then on our daybed here, we have a bunch of plushies. We got Pikachu, Gengar, Koro Sensei, all kinds of stuff there as well. Okay, next we have a bunch of Funko Pops. So we put these shelves in when we moved in and we've really filled them up. We've got Illidan here from World of Warcraft. We've got some Full Metal Alchemist down here in the bottom right corner. And then we've got a lot of Marvel characters on this shelf. We've got Star Wars up top here, along with a Master Chief over there. But yeah, we actually kind of ran out of space on here. So now the Funko Pops are kind of scattered around the apartment in different places. But yeah, there's the Funko Pop display. Okay, so we have stuff all over the house from my collection in picture frames and stuff like that. One of the things we have is from one of my very first videos, and this is the first 3 races between Superman and the Flash, which I thought was a really cool collection of books to have. And I think they look really great in this frame. For the record, tie, Flash wins, because yes, the Flash is faster than Superman. And then let's move on and talk about where I record all my videos. Okay, so this is kind of the other side of the camera from where I make all my videos. I think this is a 6100 Sony, and this is a Sony EV10. Don't quote me on that, but 2 really great cameras that I absolutely love that I think, you know, work really great for content creation. Then on the desk for inspiration, we have some Funko Pops, of course, and some 3D printed stuff, which is pretty cool. Got a Geodude here. We got Etrigan the Demon always watching. We've got some Star Wars and their fighters here. My favorite thing on this desk, which is Exodia. You know, he always blesses our cards because we believe in the heart of the cards. And then, of course, we have a giant Sentinel here. Some new comics we're going to be making a video about soon. The GoPro that we use for, you know, all the conventions and stuff. We got this Ho-Oh playmat here, which I think is really awesome. And yeah, sure, Mike, of course. And then we have the backdrop here with, you know, a bunch of stuff. You usually don't see the stuff that's up on that top shelf right there. It just doesn't end up being in the shot. But that's one of the comics we got for when we got married, because we bought some comic books where the characters were getting married. We've got some X-Men stuff here signed by Chris Claremont, Batman and Catwoman getting married as well. And then just an assortment of really cool stuff. Yu-Gi-Oh! We got going on right here, which is pretty cool, I think, with Yugi and Kaiba and Pegasus and all that stuff. Some sealed Pokemon products. One thing I want to note that I really like, because my wife made me get them, I have this problem with spilling drinks. We got these cup holders here so that they're, you know, protected and I'm not going to spill anything, because these are expensive comic books especially and stuff like that. So and then I have my desktop computer underneath the desk that, you know, runs everything. And yeah, that's basically most of the collection. We're excited to be moving soon and going into a new space where we're gonna, you know, really build up the collection, and I think we have a really great space where we're going to display it. And we'll definitely we might do some kind of vlog about, you know, doing the move, and then eventually when we get all settled in the new place and we get the collection, you know, in, we're probably going to do another video at that time. So if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and I would love it if you like and subscribe.